Okay.
So the question, I'll read it out. So we are told that paying attention to the self, we are told to pay attention to the self, but we also say just the self is, like the eye cannot see itself or touch, etc. But we cannot see. We cannot actually experience what is behind that. It says, yet when in meditation, when the mind settles, there is a level of alertness and knowing the presence that I am.
Yes.
At the same time, it feels like I am paying attention. At least there is also this idea that I know something, that I know the I that
Yes.
I am trying to do. So how can we tell or not fall into the trap of objectifying the self in meditation?
Whose question? For this kind of question, I need the person. It's a technical question. So your question is, when I am paying attention, I know that I am paying attention, correct? It's the ego which is paying attention to the thoughts. Now, who is paying attention to the ego? That is the real self. I know in me there is this individual self paying attention to thoughts. But behind this ego, this little I, there is just a presence, which I dare not call it is me. There is a presence, which I know that it is not me, but it is very close to me. Correct? That we can label as God. When I am watching my thoughts, of course, thoughts are there and I am watching it, I know it. But there is another presence in me which has nothing to do with me, which is just present. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, Swami. Yeah, presence is there, but what sometimes ends up happening is that there's a knowing, okay, yes, the I is there. It has no dimensions, nothing, it's just totally empty. But, we always say that the I cannot see the I itself. Like when you're seeing, it's not possible. But there's still today you talked about attention in the meditation. When you're paying attention, you're usually paying attention to an object or something. So, even when the knowing presence is there, there's still an attention towards. So that's the confusion.
There's a conscious effort.
There's a conscious effort towards something, but it's just a knowing.
Correct.
So, is that knowing going towards an object, which I think is the self, or is it?
What is paying attention? That's the question?
Yes.
See, in paying attention, you are not interested in the object. You are interested in the observer which is observing the object. This is called witnessing. Paying attention doesn't mean some object is there and you are completely involved in that object. Then you are interested in the object. You are not interested in attention. You are interested in the object. Whereas here in witnessing, you are interested in that state where you are just witnessing. A witnessing is happening. How should I put it? A knowing is happening. You are not interested in the content. A knowing is happening. Awareness is there. Your attention is upon the awareness, not what is seen in awareness. Then that becomes samsara. The moment your interest is in the content of awareness, that is not meditation. But the moment your interest is in awareness, then that becomes meditation. And this awareness is what is called as self. And that awareness has nothing to do with me. It is just like the light. You are seeing me in the light, but that light has nothing to do with me. In the presence of the light, you are seeing me. In the presence of awareness, that object is seen. Your attention is upon that awareness. And that awareness is divine because that is the only thing in me which doesn't perish. And the more and more I start paying attention to it, more and more I start experiencing the properties of that awareness. And what are the properties? Sat, Chit, Anand. So you will find that there is an inexplicable bliss that you experience as your attention goes into that awareness. That bliss is not out of indulgence. That bliss is the nature of that awareness. Its nature is like that. But remaining in that awareness is very difficult because if I am interested in the object, if there is likes and dislikes regarding to that object, then my attention will go to that object. I will be interested in the object. The moment you are showing interest in the object, your attention from awareness has gone. Got it?
Yeah.
There is a light. As you are looking at me, you can pay attention to that light also. Though it may appear that you are looking at me, actually you are looking at the light. But the moment you are interested in the physical body, then your attention has gone away from the light. Either your attention is in awareness or your attention is upon the object present in the awareness.
Crystal now. Yeah.
That is called Vedantic meditation. Unless the mind is free from likes and dislikes, this meditation is impossible. Otherwise you are getting caught up in things, being situations. Awareness is all the time there. But I don't want awareness because I am more interested in the object. You get what you desire. Awareness or the object in the awareness. Paying attention means wealth. That is your wealth. That is what you are going to get. Where are you paying attention to? Awareness or the object in the awareness? That's why we have to be alert. So wandering mind means you are more interested in the objects. Paying attention means you are not interested in object. Object is only a means to pay attention to awareness.